Hello everyone, welcome back to Studeye. I am Hadia Asif, an optometrist, and I am here to teach you basic information about the optometry. Today I will be discussing about the chambers and segments of the eye, right? You all have been hearing about the two things, that is anterior chamber and posterior chamber. When I was studying, I was always confused about two terms, right? Those two terms were basically the difference between the chambers and the segments, because I was always unclear about these terminologies in the start, and it took me a lot of time to overcome the difference, to understand the difference, and to know about both of them. So today we'll be discussing that what is the anterior chamber, what is the anterior segment, what is the posterior chamber, and what is the posterior segment. But before moving into the details of the anterior and posterior chambers of the eye, let us discuss what chamber means and what segments means, right? So over here, the segment mean the portion. Okay. So if you are living in a house, the upper portion and the lower portion are basically the segments. But when I am talking about the chambers, chamber mean a part or only a small room, right? So what chamber mean? Chamber is a smaller unit, while segment mean a larger portion, huge portion, right? So whenever we are talking about the chambers and segments of the eye, we have to keep in mind that chamber is the smallest portion while segment is the huge portion, right? Or is the biggest part. So now let's first draw the eyeball structure of the eye, and then just differentiate. Let us just differentiate between the anterior and posterior chambers versus the segments, right? Well, this is the structure of the eye, right? So this is how our eye looks like. So first of all, let us just discuss that what does anterior while what does posterior means, right? So anterior means the front side. So the front side of the eyeball is the anterior side, or the side that we can see is basically the anterior part of the eyeball. So over here, this is our eye. So the portion that we are able to see with the help of any torch or slit lamp, or without any help of the slit lamp, the structures that can be observed easily are the anterior portion, right? So it includes the cornea, the iris, the sclera, conjunctiva, and along with it, it includes the lens. Few part, or maybe we can differentiate with the help of the lens, that either the lens is the pseudophakic, it's phakic, or it's a intraocular lens implanted into the eye. So these are the things up to this structure, up to the lens, right? Up to the lens we are able to see the structures, except for the ciliary body. For in order to see the ciliary body, we use gonioscopy, right? So this is something else. But the structures that can be seen from the front, or that lies on the front side, or the structure that lies on the front side, is basically the anterior structures, right? And the posterior side involves all the structures that lies behind the lens and they are not easy to see, right? You all know the retina is seen by 90D lens. It's not able to see with the help of slit lamp alone, and along with it you cannot see the vitreous details, so much details, right? So the portion or the back side, okay, this is a circle, assume it's a circle, cut it in a half. So the side that you can see or is in front of you, right, is the anterior, while the side that is back side, that which is unable to view it without any specific aids, is basically the posterior surface, right? Okay. In our eyeball, the structure that start from the lens up to the optic disc or all the structure that are behind it are the posterior structures. I hope this is clear first thing. Right? Now, is it a chamber or is it a segment? Now the confusion begins. Again, I said the front side is the anterior while the back side is the posterior. Now you can see these are the big portions from the lens to the retina. It's a huge portion. From the cornea till the lens, it's a huge portions. So the eyeball is divided into the two main segments, right? So we have how many main segments? We have two main segments. We have two main segments. One is the anterior segment, while the other one is the posterior segment. Now, how can we define the anterior segment? Anterior segment is the portion of the eyeball that starts from the cornea, anterior surface of the cornea, and ends at the anterior surface of the lens. So this whole space is the anterior segment, right? While the back surface, the portion or the segment is basically the area that starts from the posterior side of the lens and ends up to the end of the eyeball. So this is the posterior segment, right? So segment is the largest portion. Now in the anterior segment, you can see here there are small rooms, right? Okay, let's cut it more. Here you can see this is one room and this is the second room. Let me make it a bit more clear. Okay, so here you can see the anterior segment of the eyeball. So this is the anterior segment of the eyeball, right? But in the anterior segment, while we are discussing about the posterior segment, there is no room over here. It's an open big space, right? Here in this circle, if we are talking about, this is the posterior segment, so there is no any other small room in this portion. But if we are having over here any segment, so any obstacle, so it will be dividing this segment into two further small portions, right? The same happens in our anterior segment. Here you can see this is the anterior surface of the cornea, anterior cornea. This is the posterior cornea. This structure is the iris. Here we have the crystalline lens. This is the zonules. These are the zonules and this is the ciliary body, right? So this is the anterior chamber over here. Anterior segment, sorry. So in the anterior segment, the iris is dividing the space, is making a room, is dividing the anterior segment into two further parts. That is why these two parts are further classified into the small rooms, right? And that is the reason they are known as the smaller room. The small portion, the small area is known as the chambers, right? So the anterior segment is further divided into the anterior chamber and the posterior chamber. I hope you got it. There are two main segments, which are anterior segment and the posterior segment of the eyeball. The iris divides the anterior segment into two small portions or parts or rooms that we have named as the anterior chamber and the posterior chamber. So this iris has basically divided the anterior segment. So now how we define the anterior chamber? Anterior chamber is the space between the posterior surface of the cornea or between the cornea and the anterior surface of the iris, right? So it extends from the back side of the cornea and it ends up to the it starts from the posterior surface of the cornea. The anterior chamber, it starts from the posterior iris and it extends up, posterior cornea, and it extends up to the anterior iris, right? While the posterior chamber starts from the back side of the iris and it extends up to the front surface of the lens, or we can say the posterior chamber is a space between the posterior iris and the anterior crystalline lens and anterior lens. So the anterior chamber, it's very important to identify that what is the anterior chamber and what is the posterior chamber. Sometimes we have questions in the in academic point of view that they say that differentiate between the anterior segment and the anterior posterior segment, while sometimes they say what is the anterior chamber and what is the posterior chamber. So the anterior segment is further divided into two small rooms or parts, that is the anterior chamber and the posterior chamber. The anterior chamber starts from the back side of the cornea and it extends up to the front surface of the iris, while the posterior chamber starts from the back side of the iris and it extends up to the front side of the lens. And a lot of time there is a question that from where does the aqueous humor produce, right? So aqueous humor produces from the posterior chamber. So a lot of time people think, or the students, many of the time students think, when I was a student I used to think also that the aqueous humor is being produced in this part, which is the posterior segment, but I was unaware of the chamber description or the definition. But later on I realized that it is this part, that it is produced from the posterior chamber and where specifically in the ciliary bodies, and then it moves to the anterior chamber, right? From posterior it moves to the anterior chamber, and later on that aqueous humor passes and move out of the anterior chamber angle, right? So this is the complete explanation of the chambers and segments of the eye. I hope whenever now somebody says that what are the structures of posterior segment, you are aware of them. And one more thing, that posterior segment, sometimes when we are discussing the B scan, we say that B scan helps to visualize or see the abnormalities in the posterior segment. So it means that B scan is used to view the back side of the lens, right? So a lot of time in B scan you have seen the image of something like this, right? So this is basically the lens, and the area behind the lens is the vitreous retina optic disc. So all the structures that are behind or that are lying after the crystalline lens are in the posterior segment, and B scan is used to check the posterior segment structures, right? So which not the posterior chamber. So I hope the concept of posterior chamber, anterior chamber, posterior segment and the anterior segment is clear. I hope you like the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your other fellows so that they can also gain the knowledge. Thank you.